Alright, so, the other thing I wanted to talk about before I accidentally, enter that cutscene, I did go and change Tiz's job again. I decided that, the one that I had, the Valkyrie, wasn't doing really all that much. Not as much as I was hoping it would, so I switched him over to Summoner. If you couldn't really tell, Tiz is going to kind of be my, experimenter with jobs, since I quite like what these three have so far. Black Mage, White Mage, and Spell Fencer. Because swords. Tiz, I didn't really like the brawler sort of monk thing that he had going on before, but it was doing the job. And now that I'm picking up more and more asterisks, I'm figuring that I'll go and try them out. Let's see.
Wow! This ship has a whole town on board! Or should I say this town looks like a ship? I'm confused.
I can feel us rocking. It's floating all right.
Where are all the scantily clad girls? Oh, what a letdown.
Ring a bell.
Well, well, here's some faces I haven't seen before. New to the ship? Then the seas must have cleared up everywhere and not just here. Excellent news. Say, have any of you seen a lad by the name of Zatz? He's hurt. He's supposed to be staying off his feet, but he wandered off. If you see him, can you bring him back to the tavern? He's a scrawny, fidgety little fella, so you can't miss him. Thanks in advance.
Alright, so, that happened. I guess this is going to be the third chapter out of the game. If I had to guess that there are going to be four, to match up with, like, the four elements that you see on this compass at the bottom down there. Let's see, what am I doing in here? I don't suppose this is going to be very useful or anything. Better keep Ring a Bell away from that one. Yeah, okay, so the Drunken Pig Tavern, I'm not sure if that's really a name that I like to give a place that serves food, but whatever you say. Let's go up here to where this exclamation mark is pointing. Alright, what's in here?
At this rate, the shield bearers will lose the war. We need your help. Anything will do. Resources, manpower. Please aid us. I've traveled far to make this plea.
So there's a war going on, is there? Alright, so do I want to talk to you or do I want to talk to you? I'm gonna talk to these idiots first. Talk, I said. So you're not very interesting. Alright, what do you have to say?
What are we gonna do?
You wouldn't happen to be Zatz, would you?
Yeah, who's asking?
The tavern proprietress wanted us to find you. Let's go.
All right then, I'm coming. What a mess.
Alright, let's see. While I'm up here, any fancy Viking axe? I'm gonna go look through this on my own time. For now, I guess like right before I'll go and like kick off to the next part of the game, the next area of the game, I'll go back up to their shops and have a look around at what they're selling, see if there's anything I can make use of. But for now, let's go over here. So we're doing one of those run-around quests. You there! Bartender person guy, or Zatz, whatever your name is.
What were you thinking roaming around in that state?
Like I said, it's not that bad. Just a little bruise on the ribs, that's all.
What were you asking the council for back there?
Aid. We need their support. I'm from the city of Eisenberg, far to the west of here.
Eisenberg. That's where the fire crystal is.
That's right. There was an uprising, and now we're in the middle of a civil war. The shield bearers are losing ground. And unless we can do something, we'll be defeated.
So, these shield bearers are the faction you're aligned with?
That's right. The shield bearers have served as the protectors of Eisenberg for centuries. But a few years ago, a group called the Sword Bearers rebelled. We've been at war ever since. They are but few in number, truth be told.
What? Why are the shield bearers losing to a smaller force?
The Sword Bearers we can handle, but they have powerful foreign mercenaries on their side.
Foreign mercenaries. They wouldn't happen to call themselves the Black Blades, would they?
Yeah, that's them. Wait, are you with those mercenaries as well?
No, don't worry. They mean you no harm.
Idea, are these Black Blade mercenaries linked to the Eternian forces?
Yes. The Black Blades is the moniker of the 1st Division of the Eternian Forces. My master's unit. Zatz, can you tell us what happened to the Fire Vestal? We heard she had perished.
Yeah, the Sword Bearers got hold of her around 3 years ago.
She was killed?
Assassinated. When the bloody conflict reached an impasse, the Sword Bearers raided the Temple of Fire.
Sacrilege! What of the Vestaling, the Fire Vestal's successor?
There was one, but she met the same fate.
How awful.
It falls to me, then. We must hurry to the temple.
You're going to the Temple of Fire? You won't get anywhere near it now, I'm afraid. A few weeks ago, Mount Karka erupted, and the whole temple is a sea of lava now.
Nevertheless, we must find a way. Let us hurry to Eisenberg.
I don't suppose you could take me with you. My friends are waiting for my return.
Have you given up on finding support here?
The war will be over before too long. I can't afford to wait any longer.
Are you okay with us taking him aboard, Agnes?
Very well.
Thanks! I owe you one!
Alright, so I have a funny feeling we don't have 5 party members right now. Yeah, he's just gonna kind of follow along until he gets to his destination. This will be, I guess, categorically one of those, like, escort quests sort of things. By the sound of it, yeah, and by the looks of it on the bottom screen, we gotta leave now. I'm going to go take a little detour and go investigate, up here. Up here? No, up here. Those shops, see if they have anything worthwhile. And I've gone and upgraded my stuff.
Eisenberg is far to the west of here. You'll see a little harbor when we hit land. We can go ashore there. The lads should be waiting for me in the area. Don't even think about landing on the north coast. The Sword Bearers hold sway up there, so it's dicey.
Alright, let's go. The northern coast apparently is off limits. Let's see, the volcano has erupted. Can't help but wonder if that's, like, connected to, all the chaotic events going on. But, nevertheless, another cutscene triggering.
Great! We made it! Leave the rest to me.
What's the plan?
The dock at the cottage we're heading to is too small to moor this ship. My mates will ferry us over in a smaller boat. It'll take a couple of trips.
Got it.
Zatz, you had us worried. Good to see you still in one piece.
Likewise, Datz. Looks like
These names.
Don't worry about the ship. This harbor is nice and sheltered, so it'll be fine. The peninsula hides it from any prying eyes on the open sea, too. How are you healing up, Datz?
I'm fine. Just a little sore back now. This body's tough as nails, as you can see. I'm lucky to still be breathing after facing the blade of that sword master, though.
Swordmaster?
What is it?
Oh, nothing.
Thanks for bringing Zatz back to us. We appreciate it.
Not at all. We'd have never made it ashore without Zatz to navigate.
Hey, after seeing you in action, I have a favor to ask. Would you meet with our leader?
What's this about, Zatz?
Listen, Datz. These guys are top-notch fighters. They were knocking the blocks off monsters like it was nothing.
We didn't get into any random encounters.
But we need
That's
these guys to back us up. Please, you've got to help the shield bearers. I'll never ask another thing of you.
You want us to help you win the war?
The sword bearers betrayed us, and they have the Fire Vestal's blood on their hands. Don't think they'll stop when they conquer Eisenberg. They plan to plunder other regions next. We can't let them run rampant. They must be stopped. And for that, we need you.
Unacceptable.
Agnes?
We cannot afford to get caught up in a conflict now. We must awaken the crystal at the Temple of Fire. That is my task as a vessel of the crystals. We have no time to wage war.
You're a Vestal? You?
Agnes is the Wind Vestal. She's trying to save the world, so don't get in her way.
Ugh! What's that scrawny little thing?
A Christ fairy, they say. Gave me a start the first time I saw it as well.
You don't say. I never imagined a Vestal would be so young, or that she'd keep company with such an odd creature.
Hey, watch who you're calling odd. I might forgive you if you tell us how to get to the Temple of Fire.
The Temple of Fire? All the roads there were blocked by lava.
Our commander might know something. The shield bearers have been trying to find a way through for a while.
Well, whether we join forces with the shield bearers or not, let's at least talk with their commander, Agnes.
alright, let's see. Looks like I've got to go that way. I just want to explore a little first. Inspect. Oh, so that's just going to be exiting back into the open sea. Once again, this isn't something I really want to split hairs about, but this game is just, like, giving back control for such small amounts of time. Like here, I really could have just, like, hit the right direction
We'll need to go
on the
south
control
a bit
stick and
first.
hit A, and
Once we're
it just
through,
would have jumped into
head
another
back north
cutscene. I
again.
don't see why they don't just make this whole
Keep
thing
your
like
eyes
one
peeled
big
as well.
cutscene
We could be
and
set
pretend to give you back control for like 10 and 15 second bits at a time. Anyway, can I leave now? Like, I don't have a problem with long cutscenes as long as they, like, tell you stuff. Anyway, that was one of the more fun part of chats, I have to say. Where am I going? It looks like I'm running down, around through these mountains, and... once again, triggering another cutscene.
Hold it!
I sense danger.
Watch out!
Nice footwork. You must have been training since we last met, my unworthy disciple.
Oh, are we finally gonna learn who Ringabella is?
Master?
Oh, I thought he was talking to Ringabella for a
Swordmaster
moment.
leading the mercenaries then. The head of the Black Blades, my old master.
I wish it weren't so. I wanted to believe you were not capable of such a thing. Tell me, Master, what business have you aiding the sword bearers in their rebellion? Was it your intention to plunge this peaceful country into war?
I ask you back. Do you understand the gravity of what you have done? I hear you have taken up with a Vestal, and now you have released 2 crystals to run out of control. Foolish. You always did have a habit of running with your emotions, not seeing the big picture. You've not changed a bit.
What big picture? You cannot be so deluded as to think starting wars can be justified.
You are still a child if you are only able to see war as right or wrong. You are yet naive. I cannot allow a foundling such as yourself to meddle in the fate of the crystals. Though you are my disciple, and the beloved daughter of a dear friend, I will cut you down with my own blade if you continue this folly, and expose the world to danger.
Commander! Commander Kame-Izumi! The Swordbearer forces have started withdrawing!
What? Can they not understand such basic tactics? We have the Vestal within our grasp, but we cannot let our allies be run down like dogs. Call off the attack on the Shieldbearer headquarters. We must withdraw swiftly and go to the aid of the Swordbearers.
Yes, sir!
Wait! Master!
Idia, are you ready to face the consequences of your decision? If you still insist on defying me the next we meet, I shall slay you where you stand. Regardless of how you and I may will it, these are the grave circumstances we find ourselves in. Disciple of the Blade, no more of your insubordination will be tolerated. Understood?
Master.
Is that everyone?
Commander, the ship thought to be harboring the Wind Vestal has been sighted in the waters near Grand Ship.
The Wind Vestal has already arrived in these lands. I spoke with her myself a while ago, Barbarossa.
Oh? Please tell me you have not captured her yet. I would hate to miss out on that honor.
No, we did not get the chance. Some of our forces were retreating, so we opted to aid our allies as they withdrew.
Did you not think capturing the vessel should take precedence, Sword Master? This will not do! If we leave the Wind Vestal to her devices, we shall only repeat our failures in Count Isla and Anshine.
The Wind Vestal is here for the crystal. She is no threat while the way to the temple is closed. Given the state of the war, preventing losses is crucial. The Vestal can wait.
And how does your task progress, Kada? I hear the cleansing of the East City is not yet even half complete.
I'm doing all that I can! Things are going as well as can be expected.
Very well, then. Moving on, what is the situation at the Eisen Bridge, Praline?
Oh, me? Nothing's really changed there, I guess. I'm sure all the soldiers there are doing their best to make me happy, though. Those shield bearers just don't know when to quit. They won't let us cross the bridge. I put on a smile and sang my best, but nothing. They're a bunch of sourpusses. Oh well, if they can't appreciate my golden voice, it's their loss. Those poor, miserable shield bearers.
If you can keep the main contingent of the shield bearers pinned down, all shall go as planned.
Got it! I won't let you down! Praline a la mode never disappoints.
More importantly, have we found a way into the Temple of Fire?
He's talking to you, Konoe.
Speak up for a change, Konoe. Your movement is starting to kick me down.
It is your killing of the fire vessel that blocked off the way to the temple, after all. I cannot fathom how one so imprudent came to lead a covert force.
I won't be called imprudent by a floundering fool like you. A report on my findings has already been submitted in writing. The way into the Temple of Fire via the southern route by way of the town of Hearthchild has also been blocked by lava, and it's not possible to get through. Via above-ground routes, we are looking into the possibility of the existence of secret passages used by temple worshippers. That is all.
Still can't talk unless disguised, hmm? That must keep you busy.
We should follow up on Konoe's report. Was there any way into the temple by sea?
We looked at a number of landing points, but it doesn't look possible. The coastline there is sheer palisades. All the low ground where a landing might have been possible was covered by lava. Not even I could bring a ship in safely there.
If we just sit idly by, the wind vessel will get there before us.
We must avoid that at all costs. Our objective at this time is to focus on finding a way into the temple. I wish all of you good luck in your endeavors. That will be all. You can return to your duties.
That lady talks even faster than I do. There are some things that you just don't say in front of Ring a Bell.